What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We were just
hello.
We got a update on the rat rig. You're finally getting it, right? we'll go there later. And then there's a new scam that's going on in the 3D printing space, and we want to let you go. And I guess for legal purposes, I should say allegedly a scam, but it looks like it's going to be a scam.
Are you allowed to say scam on YouTube, or is that another?
I don't know.
I
mean, are they a Chinese company? I mean, because they're a Chinese company, I would assume
I'm pretty sure they are.
Like so, I mean, good luck trying to sue us if they aren't actually a scam. It's very scammy.
I mean, everybody else is calling it a scam, and seeing as Stefan,
in my opinion,
is not happy with them.
In my opinion, it appears to be a scam. So we're gonna be talking about this loop thing. But first, I got to plug our own stuff because these shows wouldn't be possible without our company because we are all self-funded. We don't have any companies that pay us to do these videos. Literally, we're all self-funded. So by viewers like you purchasing 3D printing crap from our store. So, and if you want to get a good deal on more 3D printing crap that you probably don't need, but you're going to buy anyways, I'm looking at you guys with like the 20 rolls of film in your drawer that you keep buying more filament anyways. I'm totally not one of those people.
Let me hide the cat cam.
Oh, my vacuum's blocking my stash.
This is just part of the collection.
But we've got all filament, Polymaker, and TH3D filament. Everything is 15% off. We've got 20% off Easy ABL kits. That's on the sensors and the control boxes. 20% off fans. So if you want to keep your prints cool and keep your components cool, you get 20% off those.
Not melting off the tool.
It's still broken. It's still broken. I haven't had a print job that needed me. I'm actually probably going to fix that this weekend, but I've been fixing other people's piles of printer. So
piles of plastic.
Yeah, it's like the shoemaker's kids who don't have any shoes because, you know, he's dealing with all of his customers' needs first. That's me with the printers. So
and also,
but, I mean,
fuck them kids.
I mean, to be fair, though, I intentionally have enough printers where we can lose quite a bit of machines and it doesn't matter because we can have machines down. I have redundancy. It's by design and just obsessively purchasing printers that I don't need so we can do videos for you guys. I don't know if you guys know this. When I purchase printers, it's not because I need them or even want them. I literally do them so we can do videos on them and, you know, figure out products we can make for them. Yeah, I could not buy another printer for the rest of my life and probably be fine. But yeah, so, oh yeah, forgot sidetrack. So the tough panels, so the replacement doors for the K1, the K1 Max, and the Bamboo X1 or P1, those are 20% off. And then anything that's printed like just printed parts, so like our LCD housings. There's some accessory kits for the Chiron, the fan ducts. Those are all 40% off, including the Mercury One kits. So the printed parts kits are 40% off. I think they're under $40. And we've actually been printing a bunch of those. So, and then we also have for the Mercury One kits. This is a limited time where Fabrico is doing like a back end rebate for us. So all the Mercury One parts, and I actually have to show up at checkout. So the kits to convert your Ender 5 or your Ender 5 Plus to a high speed Core XY, which I'm a huge fan of. Those are 10% off. So you might be like, oh, it's only 10% off. Well, they're $200 kits. So you're getting a minimum of $23 to $26 off these kits, and they are eligible for free shipping if you live in the contiguous US. So everywhere but US or everywhere but Alaska and Hawaii. So, and I know people have been bugging us. The bamboo nozzle brushes have been a huge hit. I love mine. Tor's liking his. Does a way better job at the little shitty roller they come with. Those are out of stock right now, but we should have more next week. I have 200 of them coming in. So we ordered like, I think 100 or 50 of them. I wasn't sure how well they would sell, and you guys bought them all up and they're gone. So I should have realized that was going to be a bigger deal. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's a great stupid little upgrade. They're under $3.
The little PTFE tube.
Yeah, they're $2.49. It takes 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes to install. Probably take you longer to take your AMS off the top if you have one to get to the thing. You literally just unscrew your old one, screw the new one in. I put pictures on the product page showing you literally just unscrew your old thing and pop in the new thing, and that's it. And it cleans the nozzle off so much better because it actually has little nubbies. I'll pull it up really quick.
The silicone or a PTFE tube.
Yeah, it's a silicone brush. Let me see here. Oh, it hasn't been indexed by Google yet, so I have to actually go to our site here. So hang on. If we go here, bamboo upgrades, out of stock. We got a ton of stuff for the bamboo now. So you can put your email in if you want to be notified. So you put your email in there. It will go ahead and email you as soon as we get them in. So you'll get an email. The system works really well. Like within 5 minutes of them getting stocked. So you literally just take this out. Here, this is how hard it is to install. You take it out, you put it through the new one, you screw it in, and you're going into plastic. So that's why I have in big red letters there, do not over tighten the screw because you're threading into a plastic on your bamboo. And that's it. You just replace it, and it actually cleans the nozzle off. It's been great. I actually haven't had any issues with filament backing up in there since I put that in. This is the one that was in there, which is
technically be better because they're not abrasive to your nozzle.
Oh yeah, this is not abrasive at all. Yeah. So, and then if you guys didn't know, we do have a bunch of bamboo parts. We've got the tubing, which is a really slick tubing. It's cheaper than Capricorn. It's better than Capricorn. It's better than the stock one, and we matched OEM spec. We got our LED kits for the X1 and the P1. We got nozzles for our hot end. So if you guys are tired of swapping out the entire freaking hot end on your printer just to change your nozzle, our hot end is $30. Comes with a 0.4. We have 0.2 through 0.8. We got regular and high flow versions of the 0.4 to the 0.6 or 0.4 to the 0.8. These are great. There's no firmware changes. There's no slicer settings. You just swap it out and run. We've got flex plates. There's our tough panels. You can see these are only $22 instead of 28. These are all made in the US as well. We got our fancy vibration dampening feet, and these look like the bamboo ones, but they're a little stiffer because the bamboo ones, they like to fall, like collapse under the weight, especially if an AMS on there. These do not. We got our new gear sets too in the version 2. If you guys bought the version 1 and you're wondering what the hell, damn, I just bought this. They came out of the version 2. Version 2 just includes bearings. So we found even on mine, when I went to replace the gear, the bearings were actually already gone after only about 1,000 hours on the stock extruder. They were just crunchy. So we had the manufacturer provide 2 new high quality bearings with it. They brought the price up by a whole $1. So you get extra bearings to replace those. We've got the fans for the MC fan. These are all on 20% off for the sale. So we've got thermistors and heaters for the X1 and the P1. This is for the MC fan for your control board. We've got the X1 hot end fan. We got the P1 hot end fan. We got new aux cooling fans. And these are all better than the originals. These are all dual ball bearing fans. You guys know I don't sell you guys crappy fans. They're all dual ball bearing fans. We got the replacement carbon filters as well. And we also got a new nozzle cleaning assortment kit here, which I really like. It's a ton of different nozzle cleaning needle sizes. So it's just a bunch of cleaning needles. So no matter what size you have, it'll cover it. So, but just wanted to plug that stuff because without our shop, we wouldn't be able to do this. So we appreciate your guys' support. We have tons of awesome filament. So let's jump into the news. This is like I feel like most of the news here is all fails.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because you were way more deep into this than I am. I wasn't affected by this because I don't have an account on there. I think you were.
Neither do I. No.
Oh, okay. You just
not.
How'd you get the email?
Someone posted it. It was on Reddit and Twitter.
Yeah.
My son decided it was a great idea. They were migrating to a new system. So instead of sending everybody password reset links,
which is what you should do.
Yeah, you should do and would be a lot more secure than what they did. They reset everyone's password to your email.
So meaning if I had let's say your payment information can be saved on their site. So if I had an account on there and you typed in Tim at TH3Studio.com for the email and the password, you could just go order a shit ton of filament and ship it to a different address and literally commit fraud. This is fucking retarded.
Change the password, change the login email, keep all your payment information saved. This was bad. Luckily, it only took them a few hours to fix it. But
it only takes a few hours for somebody to realize and compromise accounts.
Yeah.
You can also think about too, if you log into your account, you can get someone's address, their phone number, their billing information, and if they save their payment, they can get their payment information as well. This is horrible. This is absolutely fucking horrible. So, yeah. The fact that they think that this was a good idea at all makes me never want to do business with them because I can't trust them with my customer information. We would never do something like this. We will send you a password reset for some reason, but I would never set my customers' logins to the same as their email because that's just fucking stupid.
Well, everyone is dealing with data breaches. It seems like every day there's a new fucking data breach.
That's honestly, that's why
This is a good way to get one.
Well, yeah. The local school here, their payroll, the company they use for payroll, just had a massive data breach. So everyone in the district, name, address, phone number, social security, birthday, all the important stuff, all stolen.
So
I love getting emails giving me my first name, last name, email address, home address, and then this phishing link.
This is what I use. You can actually, if you're a nerd, you can actually self-host Bitwarden with a Docker container or Home Assistant add-on. But if you want to just have it for them, they have a free plan, and it's $10 for a year if you want to have way better. I'm not affiliated with them. They're not sponsoring us. I am just a very big proponent of having a password manager. Don't use LastPass. They've had all sorts of breaches and stuff. Let me put it this way. So Bitwarden, I have friends that use my Bitwarden account. I think, Tori, you have an account on there, don't you?
I do not.
I have a Vault Warden.
I was talking to somebody. I can't remember who it was. One of my friends. Oh, Bruce, my buddy Bruce. So I set him up on my account. Now, here's the thing. Even though, and I found this out because I was trying to get into an account. It was my ex's account because I needed some passwords for the business stuff, and she used the Bitwarden. Even though it was on my server, I could not log into that account. I couldn't get into the password. So they're all open source. And the fact that their system is so robust that literally they cannot override your shit. And you can't even override it, even if you have it on your own damn server. That's a fantastic model in terms of security. The downside is you forget your password or your backup keys. You're not getting into the account, but this is what I use. I do not know 99% of my passwords. I know the only password I know is the one to unlock my Bitwarden vault, and I host it on my own. If I didn't have a server here, I would just buy their personal one, or you can see here for up to 6 users. And the cool thing is, which is why we actually use this for the company. My mom that does a lot of our bookkeeping stuff. She has an account on there. You can share logins, including 2-factor support. with users. So like if you have a family, like Emerson, you and your wife, you guys could have the family plan and like share your utility logins, or like you're logging to our website, because I know you guys both order from our site. I think you guys both use the same login, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could share that login. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. Absolutely highly recommend Bitwarden. I've been through LastPass. I've used KeyPass. KeyPass is clunky. They have apps for iPhone. They have apps for Android. They have Chrome extensions, Firefox extensions. They have a desktop app. If you guys are not using a password manager in 2024, use a password manager. There's no reason not to use it. And this is what I use. And it supports 2-factor. So if you guys ever have a website where it's like enter your 6-digit code, it can also not only manage the passwords, but also the codes to log into your sites. And if you share it with another person, they also will have access to the 2-factor. So there's none of this texting person, hey, I'm logging into the account, can you send me the 2-factor? Like, it's super convenient. So again, I'm not affiliated with them. I just really like their software. I run it here. I self-host it. Again, if you guys want to pay them and you have a server or Home Assistant install, you can run on there. But their pricing is not bad at all. They have a free plan. They're awesome. So that's it. Your password is paper notebook. That is, how old are you, JDCCC? That's some boomer stuff.
That's what Dad does it too, so that's okay. He's got a little red book.
It's so not like here. I'll just, because obviously it's not going to show my password. So like if I log in here, like I actually have Bitwarden inside Bitwarden. So I just used my Bitwarden to autofill that, and I 2-factor. So you guys were like, oh crap, well, you're having your login for Bitwarden inside Bitwarden. I also have a backup for the Authenticator app. So this is hosted on my own platform here, on my own server, and you can see all of my logins and stuff. It's great. Like I can even just search, like if I do like, TH3D. Oh, hang on. I forgot.
See, Max, CJ, I got whatever Google's version of their key is, because I started.
So like I have all my, like this is an old login, so it doesn't matter, but you can put your authenticator key in here. You can set what URLs you want it to associate with. You can do all sorts of different expressions to have it match what the site is. And this is the same thing with their hosted one. This site doesn't even exist anymore. It was when we used a self-hosted wiki. But I have tons of logins in here. I use it every single day. Again, if you guys are not using a password manager in 2024, you really should. I definitely recommend Bitwarden. But yeah. All right, let's move into the next shitty company, this Make with Loop thing. Tor found this, and these are screenshots here from Stefan and Joel telling all these.
Guys.
Yeah, the Positron guys. Yeah, so they're saying these testimonials, turning 3D print waste into new filament and they put loop there. Turning 3D print waste into new filament. And they put CNC
This is the
Kitchen.
this is the actual video they stole that from.
Yeah. Link below. Yeah, here.
It's a completely different product.
Yeah. So let's go to their website really quick, and I'm going to play Uncle Jesse's video. I think he'll be okay with us covering this. I mean, if we get copyright strike in this video, I don't care. So everything's a fucking render. Everything's a render. It's all renders. So this is the one thing, like, it's all renders. Even this is a render. Like,
they can't even get the right filament size.
I know.
Yeah, I've never heard of 2 millimeter filament.
Wait.
Yeah, 0.1 millimeter precision, but then the tolerance is 0.07. Which is really shitty. Your industry standard now is 0.03. But yeah, it's so stupid. It screams scam. Like there's no actual videos or pictures of this product. Here, look at Mark bought Loop. So like it's got a freaking blender blade here, like a little cup with a blender.
It's like a Ninja knockoff blade.
Yes, I was just about to say it looks just like a Ninja blender.
Quiet's the beast within. Spool, filter, power supply. What the fuck even is
all
this?
These are renders.
This looks like these are all renders. This looks like Like, it's so stupid. Like,
okay, that's
I'm sorry, 1212 watt motor. This looks like a fucking USB.
USB-C. No way.
Like, it's so
Well,
stupid.
okay, so
This is a
stop.
render.
Look at the blades there. Now, if you scroll up, the
Emerson,
render looks completely different.
These are renders.
I know that,
This is
but
not,
the renders don't even match.
no, they're similar.
They're pretty close.
Yeah. But either way, and then
also,
why the fuck is there a Discord in? Let's see.
It's not a Discord link. It's just a picture of the Discord logo.
Oh, it's literally just a path here. Hero content. I'm looking to see if it says like Discord somewhere in here. It doesn't. It's just it's an SVG.
Just a fucking icon.
Oh yeah, here, class icon Discord. Oh wait, you guys can't see the I'm in the inspect element. Oh, there you go. See, it says svg.icon-discord. Collaborate with the Loop community. Customize your device. Okay.
They have that in multiple places on multiple pages, and none of them are actually links.
So here's a testimonial page. I'm just refreshing it. So you click this, and this doesn't even do anything. I don't know if it's, let me try turning off my ad blocker.
Nope.
But
that's exactly what it does.
That's it?
Yep.
Like the back to blog doesn't even work. Look at, I'm clicking here. The arrow doesn't even work. Let's see what their privacy policy is. You can usually see if they like stole shit from another company because they'll forget to like change the name in here. They're using Shopify. This is probably a Shopify boilerplate terms of service. What is this OO design in the corner here? O0.design. Oh my fucking God. A full stack cloud design studio.
Yeah, they made like a pet tracker and a couple other things before. Like nothing really related to 3D printing.
Product. PetCube is a name brand. I don't think that.
Also, scroll up, look above the dog. What's that look like?
Looks like the render of the Loop. That's a PetCube treat dispenser. Is this brand actually associated with PetCube? Because I've had PetCube products before.
I don't think they are.
This website is fucking horrible.
Yes.
Like, what? This website is fucking horrible. Schedule a call. Let's see.
That Uncle Jesse video just popped up on my phone as a recommendation.
Should I schedule a call with them and see if they here? I'm gonna schedule a call with them and see. Cool. Want to know about Loop?
That'll be a fun video.
There we go. I'm booking a call right now.
Yeah, it's $100 to like pre-order, pre-purchase, register, whatever.
Yeah, like this is buzzword fucking bingo. Full stack cloud design studio. Like brand never heard of this. Like I wonder if like these brands are actually associated with them or they're just like trying to grab brands that are like somewhat known. Cuz like we have some awards.
Logo,
where's their award? Okay, where's the awards? Like why can't I click any of these awards if you supposedly have these awards? Like, it looks like they just stuck that. What the fuck is what the fuck is this?
Like, everybody I've seen post about this, they're just saying, like, yeah, this seems fishy, vaporware, it's a scam.
Oh, let's see. Hang on. They have a YouTube channel here.
They have a TikTok. Or not a TikTok, but an Instagram for the Loop.
I wonder. I wonder if this is like. I wonder if this is like they're just stealing videos to make it look like they did all this work with all these companies.
Yeah.
Like, because I've seen this before where they'll steal videos and post them on their YouTube channel. God, their website is so fucking bad. This is coming like I've designed our whole website. I'm not an expert in web design, but like they didn't just They're just stuffing this with keywords to make it look like they're reputable. But like, look at this horrendous website. Like this, what the fuck is this? Like, this is horrible.
Also, this is $2,500 for their recycler. Is what they want.
Like,
wait, that little ninja chopper is $2,500.
Yeah.
Like,
totally. But if you pre-order, if you lock in your price, you can pay.
I mean, here's the thing: if they actually did design the pet cubes, I had the pet cube play. It was a fucking horrible product that broke all the time. If that tells you anything, if they're the ones that actually designed the pet cube, they're fucking horrible pieces of shit. They'd break all the time, and they would not fix it for you. Like everything ran off a shitty SD card, some Chinese SD card, and it fucking died. And that's all that was the problem was the SD card. They wouldn't send me a new card. They wouldn't even let me buy a new card, let alone send me the image to put on a new card.
Because they probably didn't even have it.
Okay, so this is all just one page. Features, like specs, like this one page design thing went out of style like 20 years ago in like the like mid 2000s. Like, don't give these guys your money. And the thing is too, like, you can't even like go to purchase it directly here.
No, you have to put in your email.
Oh, and then it takes you there.
And then it takes you to this page. Yeah,
let's see.
1,400.
Transparency pledge. You guys are already failing at your transparency just with how shitty your website is. And the fact that just you have no idea what you're doing. Let's see. Let's lock in our price now.
So that should be within the month or two.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on this, but I wouldn't give these guys any money. Like, this is too fucking sus. So speaking of which, we're gonna see what I have not watched this. Tor, have you watched this? Okay. I think. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Can you hear the audio?
How is this feeding down and
turn it down? It's really loud.
Yeah, he mixes his audio pretty loud. Okay, let's see.
Magically through, and then it's gonna go back up and over out the other end and onto that loop. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Let's talk about the new potential scam.
I'm gonna have to stop this just because I think for fair use we have to like comment on it and stuff. But I was gonna stop this anyway.
Right off the bat.
He's a fucking blender. He's just got a blender with all the prints in there.
That's running wild through the 3D printing community.
A nice oyster too.
So what I'm referring to, if you haven't already seen it or somehow had missed it, is the Loop. This is a new advertised product that's coming soon that is going to be delivering on the idea of taking your old...
Coming soon, TM.
Scraps of filament or failed 3D prints, putting it in this device, it's going to blend up that material and then spit out new filament for you to actually 3D print with. It's a really awesome concept and a really compact, beautifully designed looking device. However, it seems like it's a little too good to be true. So over the past week, I have seen a ton of different people posting this across a variety of different social media platforms, from Facebook groups to Reddit to Twitter to even Instagram, talking about this.
They also claim that they are the first people to do like filament recycling.
There's
been quite a number of projects.
And they've all failed. Like,
well,
I mean,
they haven't all failed. They're just
they haven't
like
taken off.
Big,
I should say.
Yeah, they're not just big retail.
Well, I will. I think Jeff's watching, so I will give him a teaser. Because I'm running a 450 millimeter tall German Shepherd print, low poly print on here.
Get the webcam left side.
Oh, well, wrong one. There you go. So it's going. I'm doing this test at a normal print speed, 0.2 layer height. By normal, I mean I think it's sliced at like 80 or 100, but it's a 0.4 layer height. This is eating plastic like crazy right now, even though it's not moving that fast. It's pushing a shit ton of plastic, and I love my German Shepherd, so I figured why not? I've grabbed a roll of our filament. This is going to be this is 0.94 kilograms of filament. So I'm hoping I'll have a tiny bit left over. But yeah, it's been running great. We got everything all nicely tuned. We got the pauses and the resume set up, clipper screen set up. I got the printer config all set up in here. All different idle timeouts set. We got different macros. We got all the drivers tuned. I got macros here to turn the lights on and off easily. We got the print start macro, so the starting G code's actually on the printer. The ending G codes are also on the printer. It drops the bed all the way down to the bottom so you can get the print off easily. Went through PID tuned the bed and the hot end, got all our mesh data in here, probe offset, and that's just for the main control board. We also have an O2 tool head board, so we had to set all this up as well. We're running input shaping on here as well, and it's just been running great. You can see here, I got the doors open. It's staying within a good range for PLA. You want to be under like 35C for PLA, so both the doors are open. We've been doing ABS. It did ABS great. It maintained a minimum of 45C, got up to 50C. And look at the tool head board's nice and happy. The tool head board and the board that's in the back box are about the same temperature right now, which is good. So the temps are nice and stable here.
69.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's all good. Like here, I have little things here, so I can do like lights off, and once it processes that, there you go, and then lights on, boop. So if you just want to turn them on and off real quick, you can do that. So, yep, and it turns them blue when they're done as per Jeff's request. So, let's go back to shitting on this scam. Travis asking, what printer is that? It's a custom printer that Tor and Jordan and I built all together, all custom, 500 by 500 by 575, fully enclosed. The last thing I gotta do is just install the HEPA filter. Jordan got that all assembled yesterday. So, but yeah, let's go back to the scam, this loop scam. I think it's a scam. It reeks of scam. And my like, I'm not saying perfect, but like my gut feeling is usually pretty spot on with shit like this. I've been
on their website, like we have our website where it pops up like so and so bought this product.
Yeah, those are
like
real.
This right here.
Yeah,
like somebody bought unified firmware for the 427 board. Like those are real.
Yeah.
Somebody actually bought that. I could pull up that order right now.
Yeah, so I think what they're doing is I think those pop-ups sadly are probably real of people doing the $100 deposit.
I hope not.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, but it might not be.
You're not getting that $100 back or the product.
Yeah, you can just open a chargeback. So
new
all right, let's see.
Potential device that's coming to the 3D printing community. That's really something that I think a lot of people would be very excited about. And if this thing is actually a true product, it would really be revolutionary and amazing. And in fact, we have seen other people try and showcase this and tackle this exact same problem. We've seen CNC Kitchen do a few videos on this, showcasing actual products that you can buy from.
So my thoughts on this is like, it's a neat idea, but you're now going to have all sorts of brands of filaments mixed in and different formulations of PLA mixed in and pellets from US PLA and Chinese PLA and whatever additives, colorants. It's not going to be a high quality filament re-extruding this filament through a desktop unit. It's just not going to be great. Like you're going to have here's the other thing too. What if you got dust and dirt and shit and you put a print that's been, handled a bunch of times, got a bunch of dust, that's all going to end up in the filament. I don't think it's a great idea. For the record, it's a cool idea in theory. In practice, I think it's a horrible idea, and it's going to lead to people having tons of.
Do you really want to wash your old prints?
Yeah,
dry them and then throw them in a shredder.
I don't know why people are so obsessed with it. Filament is so cheap these days. Like we sell our high quality PLA, $18 for a kilogram of PLA that is made with US resin. It's consistent. Like, how much cheaper do you want to fucking get? Like, to be completely honest, like it just seems like
$2,500. You're not gonna make.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, do you know how much filament I could buy for $2,500? If you got $2,500 drop on filament, you can buy in bulk and hit up a filament place and get a really good deal. Your return on investment is gonna be dog shit. So, anyways, that's just my opinion. I think it's a neat idea. Like the idea itself sounds good, but in practice, it's fucking stupid. Like, just because the filament you're going to be extruding is dog shit. Like, there's a difference between, like, for example, Coax had their Coax Next, which is they would regrind and re-extrude a filament that, like, was from transitions or, like, between or whatever, but it's all their same filament and they're handling it. It's not stuff that's been printed before. It's just, like, what they would have left over, because when you run the lines, you have to purge out to get the line going.
Yeah, or if they had, like, a bad spool or something like that, something that was out of spec. They could
you can exactly. There's a big difference between that and
it's
this.
It's still not going to be as great because you're still reheating already heated filament.
Yeah,
but from other manufacturers that are multiple different components that allow you to grind up your old filament.
Like, if you're this hard up for plastic, you probably should be spending your money not on printing.
Recently, the next layer has been creating
like,
a series of different videos where he's been trying
here, garbage in, garbage out.
Solution for all this and all of the challenges and struggles that he's gone through trying to get
like
this up
it's
and
just
and it is not easy, which I think lends itself to why there's so much skepticism even coming from me around this product. And if it's even
he probably has a bunch of stuff like support material and shit.
Go through
like,
the website together and go through
for all the helmets and stuff.
Order type function that they're asking for you to put down a deposit to lock you in at a certain price for the pre-order upcoming process, if that ever happens. So here, their website, it's actually a really clean, simple to follow website that showcases the product here right on the front page.
I don't know about you guys, but when I see these like one-page designs, it just screams like, hey, we're just totally half-assing this. That's just my opinion.
I think one page is fine, but it's all cheap.
I agree,
renders.
Blasto. Yeah, there's not a single
information on it.
How many times have, like, when I started, like, when we come up with new stuff, how many times have I shown you guys on live video what we're actually fucking working on?
Yeah, we
like how many times have I actually shown you guys renders of a product? Like, I don't think we have ever. Like, maybe the easy plugs with the logo, but I had the prototype in hand. Like, but yeah, if I see renders a page that's completely renders, which this is, I'm going to assume that your shit isn't ready, because you should not be putting up a site and taking money from people until you have a functional fucking video of the product working. That's just how I do business. But there's a lot of people that are just scammy pieces of shit out there these days.
Yeah, and they have a month and a half to get this out if it's going to be the fall of this year.
It's not going to happen.
And available that you could put on your desktop. It also looks very compact and not really that large. You also see a note here that we're launching soon, where you can pop in your email to get that exclusive discount, which we'll follow here in a second. One other thing you'll notice here in the bottom corner are these little notifications popping up stating that other people have backed this campaign, and you should too. So it's trying to sort of entice you to backing this campaign. Again, who knows if those are actually real or not. This is one thing that I really don't understand about this whole thing. They're saying that it's going to be quiet because they have this shield that's going to go over the
It's not going to fucking help.
Really lock out some of the
It's going to radiate the sound because it's aluminum.
Blender, which I've used before to like blend down scraps into smaller bits there.
Yeah, so doing stuff like this, what I've seen people do, if you guys really want to make use out of your plastic, you blend it up and you can make it into like molds for like coasters or like little cup sleeves or simple objects. That's fine to do, and that's cool. And usually just kind of bake it in the oven.
This is what I use a lot of my old prints for. I print
slurry?
All ABS. It's an ABS slurry for filling up cracks, gluing parts together.
Yeah.
Like that.
And melt them into reusing for silicone molds.
Yeah.
It is extremely loud. I am very skeptical that adding that little metal plate cover to the front of this is really going to dampen the noise
and not to mention the metal plate cover, it's got a fucking window in it.
Yeah, no.
Very much at all. If this is in fact,
and aluminum's not a very good sound insulator.
Put in your email, which we'll do in a second, to get our exclusive discount and reserve our unit. I'm not actually reserving, but here's an actual spin around.
Just watch this whole thing. It was like some AI fever dream.
Which is, again, a very beautiful designed tool. It looks like here that seems like it would be very.
I want to see a shitty prototype with wires hanging out, things twist tied and duct taped in place, zip ties everywhere, and I want to see it running. Okay,
right.
Because we've been. How many times have I been working on stuff?
Printer?
Like, yeah,
it was on Kickstarter.
Right. So
like that, you saw everything. That's gonna show you saw all their iterations for shit.
Your scrapped filaments or your waste.
What even is this? Why is there filament coming through here? This doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
It's got two poop holes.
So it's going to go straight down.
Then it's going to end up melting that.
And then come back up through here.
Spitting
and
it
then
out on the side.
Yeah, no.
It looks like somehow feeding it down through a side panel.
It's just, this seems like a fucking scam.
I
don't know. Here's the thing. I'm of the mindset, if I got a product that I'm getting really close to launch, I'm going to show you the product to get you excited about, not goddamn renders. I'm going to be like, hey, look it. This is our prototype. Look what it's doing. Isn't this cool? Like, there's not a single video on this. There's not even a render video of this. It's just this shit.
And back out.
Like, oh, look at we know how to make a CAD model and render it into a spinning display. Whoop-de fucking do.
It just seems like that's not possible with everything that we've seen so far from other creators using these types of machines or other products that are out on the market, which is almost like an assembly line of machines.
Like, I'm gonna skip through this and see like
blending device there that I'll show. It's
like
5 inches deep, which is wide. I had to combine PLA, ABS, and PET-G. At 27
so he's showing like how big it is.
3 more inches added to the back. Maybe I should be filtering the.
Which that doesn't even hang on.
Well,
that doesn't even match the dimensions.
Nope.
Oh, you're talking about it tall, like if this was laying on its side, so it's that tall.
Based on the dimensions on the side.
Oh, on here, yeah, this doesn't even match the fucking picture.
Nope.
Added to the back, it is a rather large device that they're really not representing well within their renderings. So it's going to be able to blend PLA, ABS, and PET-G.
Why is it like in all different caps? Why is PLA and ABS capitalized and PET-G?
PET-G products, yeah. It's cheap and it's a scam. They're just setting it up quick
to fruition here. And there's also a Discord icon here. It's not a link. You can't actually click on anything. I this website or all.
Oh, he went to the site too.
Right hand side of the screen, you can see 00 design here or 00 design, and this is a third party
their
that
website
looks like they use to actually
shitty.
create either this website or all of the renderings. Because if you go to About and Services, you'll see we design.
Yeah, don't buy PetCube products. They're fucking horrible.
Commonly for tech and lifestyle startups. So clearly, this isn't a real product. The things that you're seeing are just renderings, which is why none of it probably makes. At this if you like, but this is definitely not the person or the people that are actually running this camp.
Oh, so he is going through here. Okay, well, it's publicly available. I'm not a little pussy. I'll go show what it fucking is. Let's see. Let's see what Make It With Loops Who Is says. It's publicly available information. You can't get in trouble for
selling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no real information on this actually being a product.
So it's registered with 2 cows, name server, so they're hosted on a Google server. I don't know why he blurred this out. This isn't even, they made their registration private. Which is fine. A lot of places do. What was the other one? 002, maybe it's 002 design. No, Make It With Loop. Okay, so they must have changed that. To be privacy registered.
Probably after his video came out this morning.
Wait, updated date 9. So this domain was created on last month. It's not even a month old. They bought it through Shopify. Okay. So let me go to their site. Let me check this O design or whatever the hell it is. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom. O design. Let's see 00 design, 00.design. Let's see what their who is. Squarespace. Okay. All right. Here's this is definitely bullshit. Okay. If you're supposedly hang on, let me get this right. is a full stack cloud design studio. Why the fuck are you using Squarespace to make your website if you're a fucking design studio? The Squarespace is for idiots that don't know how. No offense if you use Squarespace, but it's for people that don't know how to fucking set up a website.
Yeah, it's my first website for dummies.
It's like a website with training wheels. Why the fuck, if they're trying to say that this is bullshit? Just seeing this is bullshit. Why, if you supposedly can make all these products and you have, why is your fucking website designed through Squarespace of all fucking places? And look, it's registered in Delaware, which is where all the fucking scammy stuff gets registered, and there's like all sorts of tax havens and shit. I don't know enough. I know enough about it that if it's registered in Delaware, it's a little sus.
It's Biden's home state too. Yeah. Go Biden.
Redacted for privacy. So they have it all. Yeah. They registered it through Squarespace. Yep. Why the fuck is it, if these guys are such all this in a bag of chips and trying to make it seem like they know what the fuck they're doing, why are you using Squarespace to make your fucking website? Oh dear God.
Yes. Much.
And like I said, there's nothing wrong with Squarespace. It's fine. It's for people that just want to set up a website and they don't want to get into the technical stuff. It's fine.
Yep. It's just that it's all
the fact that this, but this, yeah, the fact that they're trying to say that they do all this shit, they do websites and renders and products, and you're building your site in Squarespace tells me you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know, like, yeah. Let's see.
Who is actually running this website? So
I wish he didn't blur this out.
Here. I'm not going to include the phone number that is to the privacy site. You can go and look at this if you'd like, but this is definitely not the person or the people that are actually running this campaign.
Let me see.
Or this product. It's running through some sort of privacy filter.
Let me see. I've never heard of who.is. Let me see if they have a different record for
exactly
that domain name.
Is running this. So here
I'm doing it in another tab right now.
And you'll see here that for $100 deposit, I can lock in my early bird pricing here of
Hang on, let me look back at this. So it's got 3 sections here for the who is. Uncle Jesse, you should have realized that this is a privacy registration. So he shouldn't have blurred this out. This is just a private who is. I can't remember if we have it on ours. I mean, you can literally look up our LLC. We have our website on, or our address on the thing. I can't remember. Yeah, see, we have this on our who is, but you can literally look up our LLC or just, hey, go to our website and our address is on there because I'm not running a fucking scam company. But yeah, like
early turd pricing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Let me see. I'm wondering what Amazon's who is shows. Yeah, they just have like a legal department thing. There's not an actual person. So anyways, but you can get a lot of information like we just saw that 00 like yeah, this is I'm pretty confident saying this is a scam. So let's see. Yeah, we did this.
The launch price, I don't know, and this is what they're saying right now. If you put down $100 deposit, you'll get it for $1,400.
There's no terms of service either for this site. Did you guys notice that? They only have a privacy policy. There's no terms of service.
Yeah, because there is no service.
Let's go back and see if there's a terms of service, because I didn't see any terms of service.
No, you gotta have a. Thank you, Tor.
Hang on, let's see. Reserve yours now. Lock in your price. Is there a terms of service somewhere on here? No, there's just privacy policy. There's no terms of service on here at all.
Here are the terms. We take your money. You get nothing.
Yeah. All right.
No idea. Is this going to Kickstarter? Is it through their website?
Let's see.
This rendering. And here's their Instagram. Again, this is the only, as far as I can find, their only social media platform.
Oh, dear God.
Look at this device, which again looks very compact and small. Here you've got that little window that you can see the parts.
Hey, like, wouldn't it be easier to just take a video of the thing fucking running?
It would if they had one.
It has to exist, Tim. So no, it's not easier.
That's like, do you know how many? I could literally, if I had this product here, I could just go walk around my office and pull a bunch of prints and grind them up. I have so many. Like,
more than just the campaign. Where is going to be like with
yeah
fuck you, Jeff.
And if you have any other information on this product and you want to share that, let me know in the comments. Actually, just please use your.
Do we want it? We'll save that for. We'll save that for next. So really quick, Rocky Mountain RepRap Fest, May 17th to the 18th. However, I will say the hotel that it's the embassy. They want over $300 a night, so most people are not staying there. We're going to look at booking our hotels sooner than later because they are filling up. However, what I think we might do, because we drive my truck down there. I might just get a hotel that's like, 10 minutes away from the venue and try to like get all our friends that be coming.
What city is it in?
Go there. It's in Loveland, Colorado. Oh, so yeah, an Airbnb would probably be good. You want to get Airbnb? Hey, you want to get Airbnb, Tor? Hey, Tor, you want to get Airbnb with Mr. Beckwoods here?
Oh, I'm getting. No, I was going to bring the camper.
He can just drive his camper down.
No, we got to all stay in the same thing. It'll be a fucking. It'll be great.
He can be in the parking lot and watch the stuff. So
let me see how many gallons of diesel.
The TH3D Airbnb. We'll just be snorting lines of film.
One way, it's going to take almost 150 gallons of diesel.
I mean, I got like 14 to the gallon pulling the trailer with my truck. So
yeah, it's 8 to 9 with that big.
I spent about $700 on gas driving out there. It's still cheaper than flying everybody out and shipping everything. So
my plane ticket was cheaper than that.
Yeah. So Tor, you're
Loveland.
So anyways, I'm gonna play this really quick to promote them. We're more than likely going. I don't see why we wouldn't. And you guys will get to meet Olivia because she's here. She's not in Krista's belly anymore. So let's see here. Can you guys hear the sound?
Turn it down to like that.
There's Justin.
Can we just? Okay, never mind. You know him. I was gonna say something.
I will say it's kind of funny how like his gut poked out first. Just
he epitomizes the 3D printer.
It is cheesy. I love it.
No, it's great. This is great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Jim
to the Rocky Mountain RepRap Festival. 3, 2, 1, go!
It's a blast.
All right, that video of the not the Death Racers. Is that the Death?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Tyler and I were actually sitting inside, just watching from the window because it was
snowing. Yeah, because you guys are. It's cold.
Well,
I don't know what
there's
time to be like.
Giant campground on a lake there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Freaking Jim, Mitch. Hey, there was a Kuma jump scare right there, Mr. Matt. Oh, I saw John. There's tripod right there. Oh yeah, the Lambo. I can't remember where I signed it.
On the hood, front left side.
I wonder if we can see it. Hang on. Tom's Hardware. Was it on the hood?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I thought it was like on the left side of the door. I'm trying to find mine on here. Let's see. I can't remember. I think it was on the passenger side of the car, though. I can't see. Yeah, I signed it. I think Krista did too. Good video, though. I like it.
I think that was done by
Yeah, so who's all gonna go? Who's all gonna go? I'm just curious. Who's all gonna go? And then we
Rocky
can.
Mountain, if you're gonna go, Rocky Mountain is the one to go to. From everything I've seen, Rocky Mountain is the biggest and the best.
So unless
Murph was fun though. I had fun at Murph.
Unless the only reason we didn't go to.
Wait, Tori, you're only talking shit on Murph because it's further.
The only reason we didn't go. Why is there?
I watched all the coverage.
Hang on. There's something screwy going on here. I don't know who this is. Hang on. Look at this. There's a guy in an unmarked squad car in my driveway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Time for guns.
Why are you pulling up to my house?
Yeah, I don't know.
Driveway.
I don't know who this is. This is why we have cameras. Why is he parked? Unless Krista knows them. I wonder if Chris. No, the garage door is open. Okay, never mind. I was very confused. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was about to. Okay, Krista knows who he is.
Someone said, "Are you getting swatted?" And as I'm seeing the garage door,
I know, right?
Just picture them storming your house.
So he has a Flipper Zero coming up.
I know, right? I don't know who that is. I'm keeping an eye out. They got the attack dogs here. Look, kind with his ear.
I'll go get you.
Running around.
Look at Rainbow Rune's like, let's fucking go.
He is ready.
He is ready. Look at him. Yeah, it must be someone Krista knows, obviously. Oh yeah. Wait, why is he driving? No, unless she. Okay.
No, that's probably an old.
Hang on. Let me go to clips here. Okay, hang on. This was right here. This doesn't. It's got the crash bar and everything on it.
Yeah, the auction police cars will have the bumpers, the spotlights.
Will it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on. Of course, my Blue Iris. I have new drives coming for Blue Iris, but like it does this shit where like I try to play back a clip, and it just doesn't fucking do it. Don't buy Shingle Magnetic recording drive. Yeah, see, it just hung.
Okay. You'll get like halfway through the clip, and you're like, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, okay, I'm going to live stream this because if some shit happens, I want it outside of the house and not just on my server here. You don't fucking know. I mean, I do have something on my desk if that was someone trying to start shit. So, but I can't show that on YouTube because it'll get the stream pulled. Okay. I was very concerned. Like, what the hell is going on? All right, false alarm. All right, rolling into that. Krista. I was looking at one of her messages.
Hi, Krista. Hi, Krista.
So, Emerson, I'll play this for you, and then I'll put you front and center. So let me get you prepared. You ready?
You freaking freaks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
All right, give us a Rat Rig update. You got it? It's behind you. You're going to do a live stream tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the build stream starting tomorrow with just the aftermarket parts that I got for it and nothing else.
So where are we at? How long has this been going on for?
June.
Okay,
late June.
4 months now. Okay.
So I won't say much on Hector's part. Hector's been trying.
Yeah, Hector's a good dude.
Yeah, he actually texted me on my way up to the UP. So we had text
the
conversation.
UP, bud. Oh yeah.
And then he called me today to let me know what was going on. Long story short, hopefully I'll see it in November.
What about the IDEX? You were talking
that order got canceled.
You canceled or they canceled it?
I put into PayPal because I wanted record with the payment processor that hey, I'm just looking for a commitment.
And this was directly from
the IDEX was purchased directly from RepRap.
Not from Fabrica. Okay. Because we were talking about that.
I put in a message through PayPal. So I had something.
Like it was just like it was like pre-dispute. Like they have like a weird pre-dispute messaging thing.
And I said, hey, just looking for a time frame. You can ship it between this date and this date. Not even you're gonna ship it this date.
Like give me an update.
Give me a fucking time frame.
Yeah.
Nope, couldn't do it. Didn't even respond after 3 or 4 days. They just refunded the order.
Really?
Yep. So and then
that's actually kind of shitty because like they should at least send
what
you
set that up
back.
though is on their unofficial Discord. Went in their chat and said, "Hey, anybody else having issues? This is what's going on." It was again the whole it was fucking communicated, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it wasn't. The website said this, and whatever. If that's the case, cool. But an email would be nice, saying this is what's up. All they could do is tell me that the IDEX may arrive before the printer, but it may not. That's the
what is that?
What
does that
mean? A few months.
Also, what the fuckhead CEO did was he put a screenshot of our email correspondence that had my personal information on it, and then refused to fucking take it down.
Wait,
so I had to get the moderator for the Discord involved to get it fucking removed.
So he posted
refused.
Like your address and shit was in there too?
Yep.
That's fucking shitty. Like
fucking
email, name, whatever, but a full fucking address?
Name, full name,
dude,
address.
Fuck these guys. Like that's really shitty.
Then he went on and blasted me saying I'm lying, everything I'm saying about them isn't true. But then he would take screen grabs from our email conversations, and you could clearly see where he had edited out parts of the emails and parts of their reply. And then said, I've been nothing but transparent with Fabrico. Hector personally called me and said, what they said there is absolutely untrue because I didn't know that originally my order was delayed until they told you and you got a hold of me to let me know. The screen grab Fabric or RatRig posted on Discord to try and discredit what I was saying.
Discord is not a legitimate communication. You should be emailing people directly or calling them if you're a business. Like, we have a Discord, but I will, like, if we have something that needs addressing in private, I will make a ticket or call the person and also make a ticket.
No, the CEO made sure to blast me right there on there with all my shit. So the
I'm really not liking that.
He had with Hector, again, you can see it was edited out, but what the dumbass did was the first conversation that they had about the delay in his order.
Do you have a copy of this that you can? I'm assuming you saved all this, right? You have screenshots of this?
I think it's on my phone.
Oh, it's on your phone. Okay.
Yep. So the screen grab is dated September 28th, which is them saying, "Hey, your order is going to be late." The order was supposed to arrive mid-September, and that was after I contacted them, Fabrico, saying, "Hey, I heard your order is going to be, or our order is going to be late." But that was them saying, "Oh no, see, we're transparent. We've been keeping in contact with them the whole process." No, you fucking haven't. So, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like the guys, like, that's, I mean, I can be an asshole, but holy fuck, like, they're in the wrong here. It's not like you're being an unreasonable customer and
we'll
just...
post ticket
I want what I paid
but
for.
we'll actually redact personal...
Yeah, like, I'll post, like, and I won't edit it out and crop, like, I literally, on one of the idiots the last week that we called out doing that left the Trustpilot review because he's literally too stupid to follow directions, is... I literally have the whole ticket up there so you can read it, everything. Even where I told him that he's being an asshole. Like, I called him, I said, you're being an asshole, and there's no reason for you to be being this fucking. Like, I was a little rude to him, but I don't give a fuck. He was literally rude on every single fucking correspondence, and he's already left a 1-star review, so who the fuck cares?
Well, there's another funny thing that they had put in there. So they were trying to defend themselves in the way they've handled this entire fucking disaster. They admitted that they were behind in orders, that they had missed the original ship dates.
Right.
And that they purposely ignored all of the emails sent to them because they thought it would be better to respond with a tracking number when it was shipped.
No.
So you're just ignoring your customers.
That's the Chinese. That's some shit the Chinese do.
Yeah. And
that's what I expect from the fucking Chinese to do, is pull shit like that.
So I actually did a little investigation myself, and their public address is like a house. Like, I mean, but not like yours. No.
Our address is a house.
This is like a little
technically
little house.
House. I mean, like, we have a separate building we run. Like, this is in my garage. It's attached to the house. However, we have a 2,000 square foot building we run everything out of.
Well, and again, the shit that I get is, well, they're a small company, this and that. They've been around for 10 years. This is the V4.
That's longer than we have.
Yeah, this is the V4. They've also come out with sub-launches of those models, so like the 3.1. They had a 2 point something. So this isn't their first... Yeah, the V-Chonk. They have the CNC mills. This isn't their first rodeo. So... They fucked up, and they don't want to admit it.
Sounds like the K2 Plus. No, Creality actually did fucking communicate with us. I just literally yeah, I got their email from them. Like, Creality's been great with their pre-order. I have no complaints, and I don't.
Yeah, it's been delayed twice
like a month
now.
Yeah, well, I think it's been delayed a month and a half, maybe 2 months, but I don't care. I don't care. I want the printer, but they did communicate with me, so I can't be like, oh, they didn't communicate with me. They did communicate. I just got the news. I just got the news from their Facebook, like, literally a few hours before they sent the email. They sent the email out shortly that same day. So I can't complain. I have nothing. Like, here's my thing. If you're gonna, and like, I literally have like somebody sent the control board back that they burned up on accident that I'm going to test for them just to help them out. And I told them like, hey, I've got a bunch of printers literally right here. This is taking up my bench here. The shop's full of printers being repaired. My desk is full of this printer being repaired that needs a lot of work. I told them, hey, I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm just letting you know, like, it's probably not going to be till early next week. I'll keep you updated. We're just swamped right now with stuff. So I'm trying to get this one done. This was almost done. But like the guy didn't reach out to us at all. I have been on top of it and sending people like every day I go and check my tickets. And if there's something like, oh, I'm not going to like, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about like if I say, hey, I think I should get to it tomorrow and I don't get to it that day, I'll send them an email being, hey, like I'm not gonna be able to get to it today. Like
swamped, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how hard is it to have a ticket system? I think every business at this point, regardless of what you do, you should have a ticket system. Ticket system making staying on top of customers and informing them so much easier.
Part of that defensive message they put up was their claim for being behind in shipping out the IDEX is that during manufacturing, they found an issue with some mounting hardware.
Okay.
So you're still in the R&D process. It wasn't launched. It wasn't ready. That's how I look at it. Launch something when you have the shit ready to ship. Not, we're going to take all your money so then we can start production. And then, oh shit, during production we find these problems. But again, they never communicated that to anyone. Saying, hey, we're sorry, we're behind in orders, but it's for a good reason. We found an issue. We're correcting it. Blah, 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 blah. Nope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had a pre-order that we missed, which was the poly dryer ones, and it wasn't even our fault, but we told people, hey, if they aren't here and shipping out by the day I originally promised, then we will cancel and even eat all the fees. Like, we were very upfront with that. And like,
well, and that's what Hector's come out and said. He's like, hey man, I'm more than happy, and when they do come in, I won't mark it as available. I'll email you and let you know it's here if you want to buy it again.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's nice of
in
him.
the end, I'm already invested with a couple other vendors getting some extra parts for it. So cool.
Honestly,
I get my money back on the printer, but I got all this shit here.
Like me, I probably wouldn't even build that printer at that point. Like, just hearing this whole story, I wouldn't want to give the company money. I get you got other parts from other places, but maybe you can just sell those parts on third party, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even want to deal with it. I mean, like, that's
something that Hector and I talked about.
Well, here's the other thing too. I've gotten rid of printers. I'm not going to say which one I did, but if you guys look back, there was a printer I got rid of because the guy that runs the company for it is a fucking idiot. I gave it away. Okay. I don't have it in here because I don't want it to accidentally show in videos and people think that, oh, Tim has it, it must be good. So that's like the other thing is like, I'm not going to have printers here that I think are from companies that are shitty companies. Like, I've got a lot of shitty Chinese printers, but they're cheap and we know they're shitty Chinese printers. But like, these higher end stuff,
Creality has gotten better. That's the thing.
Creality's gotten crazy better. Creality is like, I'm very happy that they're staying around.
You're still kind of a beta tester for them, but they're still pretty good at.
They're getting better.
We'll send you a new one.
They're getting better. I will say, like I like their Pad 7, but like if you update the OS on their image, it will break it booting most of the time. So if you have a Pad 7, you can update like the Clipper stuff, but don't update the OS. Don't do a sudo apt update and update the system packages. Ask me how I know, because I did an update. I was like, I'm gonna update everything. Nope, don't update the OS. Just use their OS as it comes. There's really no reason to update it. It works fine, but you can update Clipper and stuff. But yeah, like I also may or may not be buying a bunch of Big Tree Tech parts to work on our own image for the Pad 7 for the CB1 and the CB2. So I don't have an ETA. I don't have an ETA, but it's something I want to work on because I do like the product. It's just the software could use a little more work. So
this is something I didn't realize until I was talking to Hector today, but all of their printers were open source.
That's what I'm saying. So you could just source. Oh, really?
No, the VCore 4, because that's what I was like, okay, fuck buying the IDEX from them. I'll use the build of materials. I'll just source the parts myself. There's a build of materials, but you can't get the STLs for the 3D printed parts so far that I found. Could be wrong. And there's also a metal plate. So I would have to get the file and then have someone make that plate for me.
So the funny thing is, and I know you don't like the CB1. I don't know why people are shitting on the CB1. I literally am running it on the Beast right now. And here's the other thing about the CB2. Good luck getting the fucking heatsink for it. So here, this is printing right now.
I have both. I have
Hang
the
on.
CB1. They're great.
Look at the CPU right now on the CB1.
Yeah.
It is perfectly fine for running Clipper. Look at there's why the fuck what you want it to be at 1% CPU usage instead of 7 or 10?
I'm not gonna lie. I got some CB2s because they were available and I had some fucking money.
Okay. The other thing though, I don't like that the CB2 has the memory soldered to the board. I think you can still use SD, but like I would rather have removable memory, and they have the memory soldered to the board on the CB2, which means if that memory dies.
Well, they have the eMMC, but then they also have an SD slot. So you can use
I know,
both.
but okay, but like the point is, like I don't like soldered on memory. I'd rather just not have any memory at all because it brings the cost up of the product. I'd rather they have a CB2 and maybe have an option. You don't need 5 gig Wi-Fi. This printer uploading this file on here, this is fine. This is running on our 2.4 gigahertz. I get almost 10 megabytes a second throughput on this. You do not need more than that for a printer. Like literally, this G-code file.
Both hit it together because I'll remote in.
Yeah, this is
no issue.
Like, and this is in my shop running over the wireless link we have out to the shop. Like it loads plenty fine. Like I don't know why people say the CB1 is slow. I'm not a big TreeTech fan. I'm just looking at, hey, what is the load on the CPU? There's no reason to run a faster processor on this. Right. Go ahead if you want. It's not going to hurt anything, but like it's almost twice the price. It's not as well supported. The CB1's more mature. It's an older product, but it has more. It's got more stable software. It's been out for a while, so they've had time to work the kinks out. Like it works fine. Like even the memory, we're not even at 50% usage on the memory.
Well, in the CB1, I think there's
you guys do realize that like the
official,
K1
like Armbian or something now.
Yeah,
like
there is one too. You don't have to use theirs. So, but like you realize like the Creality K1 and the K1 Max, they have a 256 megabyte of RAM on them, and they run Clipper fine. Like they're not super quick. Like this is faster than the K1. But what I'm saying is you don't need a ton of horsepower to run. You don't need a ton of horsepower to run Clipper. Like you don't. This is a 1080p webcam. This is our Easy Cam on here.
We've been having issues with it freezing.
Like
both of us.
Honestly, it's probably you're probably using shitty SD cards. Because the biggest issue, this even goes to Octoprint.
No, I'm talking about my K1s.
Oh, your K1s? You might have just a hardware issue going on. What I'm saying in general, if people are having issues with like Pi's freezing, whether it's Octoprint or Clipper, it's usually because you're using a really crappy SD card. Spend a little extra money and get a name brand class 10 minimum SD card. Like that's been the biggest thing for stability.
Shut down incorrectly and power cycled.
Yeah, it's a computer. Yeah, so it's a computer. So if you just hard power it off all the time, you're gonna run the risk of corrupting the file system, and that will happen with whatever board you're running.
Like my Unraid server. Thank you, Jesus, if you're watching.
I find it funny how many people have with that, and yep, everybody, like all the super nerdy guys, will scoff at me because I'm running Windows Server on my server, but hey, it fucking works. So
it was up for 93 days. Right in the middle of a movie, it just froze. And my Docker image and my VM image, the whole file system was corrupt. Just out of fucking nowhere.
What? All my files I use Drypool, and all my stuff is just stored on the drives as NTFS. I don't have to worry about any weird array shit. And yeah, there's a little more overhead, but when I have a 24 core 48 thread processor and 192 gigs of RAM, I don't fucking care about overhead. Like, yeah. I'm just saying, dude, this processor's old.
I'm jealous. I'd love to have a Threadripper.
It's a 4-year-old Threadripper. I built it it's actually almost 5 years old. I built it in January of 2020.
Tor, why don't you live in a 3D printed house at this point?
My mom will send me like random news posts every time she sees a 3D printed house thing.
Wait, honestly,
there's a 3D printed house thing going on by you right now, isn't there, Tim?
Yeah, we watched a video on that a while ago.
Oh, that's like it's like hours from us, but it's not like I can go. It's not like I can just go drive. I mean, I could drive over there, but it's not going to be like quick.
So, yeah, we didn't cheap on your SD card either, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I use the same SD card. So like the Big Tree Tech came with a SanDisk, but I don't trust that it's not a knockoff at SanDisk. So I pulled one of the ones we use for our Pi kits, which is what we also use.
JDCCC, that's the official image, but there's actual Armbian or Debian image, like officially supported images for the CB1.
Yeah, for the CB1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my plan is like I'm using their official one right now, and it's been stable. It works great, so I have no complaints. But I do want to try my hand at building our own image, just like we do with the Pi kits. Have an image you can flash onto the card, pop it into your Pad 7, and have everything with all our macros preloaded, the shake tune and everything. Like basically this is the TH3D recommended Clipper experience type of setup. And then I want to do the same thing, have an image for people that bought our easy Pi kits that want to mess with Clipper. You can just reflash the SD card on the Pi 4 that came with your Pi kit and then get to play with Clipper. And if you don't like it, you can go and flash the easy Pi image back onto the card. So, dear God, I thought I was going to be able to like reuse these old 6 terabyte SMR drives for just basic storage, but they're all dying within a month of each other. They're about 5 years old and they're all fucking dying. And that's what our video recordings are stored on. And I have 2 12 terabyte NVM, or not NVMe. Dear God, that'd be a lot of money. 2 12 terabyte enterprise Seagates coming, but the seller hasn't even shipped them. So I might honestly just go to Best Buy and see if I can find like just a basic disk. I think I can get like an 8 terabyte surveillance drive or a RED or something. I'm gonna have to go run over there after the stream because I need to get these shitty SMR drives out. If you guys don't know, hard drives when you're buying them, there's SMR, which is shingled magnetic recording, and there's also CMR, which is I think circular magnetic recording. And SMR is fine for just bulk data where you're not modifying a ton. Did not realize when I put these drives in 5 years ago that they were shingled magnetic recording, and they're fucking horrible for DVR recording. So,
as someone who has to check it.
I'm gonna go pick up a new drive tonight. I'm gonna move the only camera we really need to have historical data from is the one that records our orders. I'm just going to wipe everything else out. But I'm going to go literally, we're going to wrap the stream up in a sec here. I'm going to go to Best Buy and I think it says they have an 8 terabyte surveillance drive, which is more than what I paid for these 12 terabyte ones, but they're not going to be here. I just want these drives out of my fucking server because they're slowing everything down. So, yeah, so that's about it. Do you want to see if we got any Q&A? We always forget to put that little ticker up there.
Well, I remembered right before we started the stream, I remembered to remind you, and then I completely
forgot. And then you forgot to remind me? Like, oh yeah, I should remember. No, it's fine. We have 3 responses, so let's see. God dang it. I put the wrong, hang on. Oh, here we go, responses. All right, got it. Individual results. Okay, Casey Woods says, Tori, you can answer this because you're the one who tuned mine. What are your flushing volumes set to for your X1 in Orca Slicer and Bamboo Studio? You set mine up, so mine or whatever you use. I haven't touched it.
Let me double check. I usually go, because I don't use like vastly different colors, so I'm pretty conservative on mine and have them set kind of low.
Yeah, Joe, I as much as I would like to do a sale, so the 12 terabyte drives I have coming are actually refurbished. I mean, if I lose my camera recordings, it's not the end of the world. It's inconvenient, so I'll do that. But I found these are actually factory refurbished Seagate drives with a 5-year warranty. So, and they were $100 a piece for a 12 terabyte drive. So, and they're CMR drives.
Mine are set. Yeah. Mine are set to around from 150 to around 300, depending on what color I'm going to. If it's like a vastly different color,
is that like millimeters or is that just like a value that they have?
That's a value they have. It's millimeters squared.
Oh, okay, so like the volume. Okay.
Yeah.
So 150 to 300.
So like from going from green to black, it'll be higher than going from like black to a brown, or like if it's something that will bleed more, I'll flush more.
I mean, honestly, I'm of the mindset. So I don't do multicolor printing that much because I just don't have anything that I do multicolor printing for. But yeah, like I would probably just say probably set it to 300 if that just works for everything. Like, yeah, you waste a little more plastic, but then you have to think about it.
I forgot who did a video on it, but I followed their guide and like got mine down by quite a bit with no quality changes at all.
Yeah.
No like bleeding or anything like that.
Yeah, Joe in chat, he said that it was a good price on these drives. Yeah, I thought they were too. They're factory refurbished. Oh, there's a link. It's not an affiliate link, but next question from Scott Kane. He said, after being roasted by my one and only printer, I decided to venture out and order K1 Max. I love our K1 Max. It's actually, I actually printed some Xbox controller stands for it because I'm setting up the emulators on our theater PC. So I got 4 controllers. And yeah, my K1 Max has been solid. No complaints. I think it's a good printer. I did put the micro Swiss on there, and it does print nicer than the stock hot end. So I wouldn't mess with a ton of stuff on it. I would definitely recommend the micro Swiss hot upgrade for the K1 Max. He said, also, I mainly print one color, but nice to have multicolor every once in a while. I don't want to waste time and money. He's wondering if the CFS will be compatible with it. I don't know. I would assume so. It seems like they're trying to do that. We won't know until it comes out, which is the other reason I bought the K2 Plus, is it comes with the CFS. So Tor and I are going to be messing with it and see if we can get it working on other printers. So, and if we do, then we're going to be doing guides on how to do that and posting whatever config files and stuff. And I'll probably end up having to buy Tor CFS. Excuse me for burping there. I went to talking. I just burped.
I'm going to be getting myself a Armored Turtle once it's released. And there's a kit for it.
Why are these names so dumb for all these projects?
All the good stuff is taken.
I know. Trying to think of a name for my tech company was like a whole month-long process.
Well, we saw the original version of it. It's the 8-track that we saw at Rocky.
I don't know what the fuck that is either.
You don't know what an 8-track is?
I know what an 8-track is, but I don't know what product that is that's reusing that name. So
yeah, it was like
it has 700 hours on only 700 hours, bro. I got like almost 1,300 hours on that thing already. I make it do so much bitch work. I make it run customer jobs. I make it run all my jobs. Like, it's been great. I mean, my K1's been great. My K1 Max has been great. My buddy Matt, I sold my K1C to him because honestly, I thought I was going to replace the K1 with the K1C, but I was like, my K1C runs fine. I'm not getting rid of it. And I just sold the K1C. Or I said my K1 runs fine. I'm not replacing with the K1C. So, Lost then, would you consider making K1 Max gantry upgrade kits using Booty Call Jones flange bearing project? I'm being lazy and don't want to self-source everything from the bomb. We were actually talking about this because like there's a lot of these projects, and while a lot of them will not like, we can't like be like, oh, like we're going to print everything. Like sometimes we can work on a deal, but like, some of them are weird. Like even if we're like, hey, we can pay you per kit sold, we can just buy the design. Like a lot of them just for some reason don't want companies to sell them unless they like know somebody. Like there's a lot of nepotism in the 3D printing space when it comes to stuff like that. But there's nothing that would stop us from saying, hey, this is just a hardware kit that works with this. Like this is just a hardware kit with these things that just happens to work with this project, you know, and there's also nothing stopping from somebody sending us a zip file of STL files to ask us to print on our print farm. So, but like having a product page for like the product, like to get the Mercury 1 kits, we had to like talk to Hector over at Fabrico. We had to talk to Dutch over at the Mercury 1 project, get approval for all that. It's a whole process, but like there's nothing stopping anybody from saying, hey, I just want these parts printed, send us a file, zip file with your STLs and we can print them. Like that's one way to get around it. If like we approach somebody and say, hey, we like this product, we want to do it. So here's the thing though.
Should we stock those Bondtech kits?
Oh, get one.
No,
please
I'm good.
Spend the $300 so I don't feel
here's
alone.
The thing. I don't know why people are messing with it because in my opinion, after having thousands of hours on these two machines, I've had no issues with the gantries on either of them. So I don't know why people are fucking with them. Maybe I'm just getting lucky, but like I run them hard.
I pre-ordered that kit before my K1 Max got to me.
So that's the
and then
I get wanting to fuck with shit. I get wanting to mess with stuff, but like I know at the point where it's like if it isn't broken, leave it the fuck alone. Like how many of you guys, I'm serious in chat, like how many of you guys like modded the hell out of everything just because you thought it was fun, and now it's been years of printing, you're just like, I just want it to fucking work, and if it's working, I'm not touching it. Where are you guys at in the chat? I want to see. Are you guys at the just fucking leave it alone if it's working, or are you fucking with everything? Where are you guys at?
Fuck with everything. And that's what keeps you in business, asshole.
I understand that, but we have literally told people that, like, if there's nothing wrong with it, like, yes, these would be the benefits of going to this, and yes, it is better, but like, is it? I'm a horrible salesperson because it's like, if you're not going to benefit from it, why do it? Like, there's little basic stuff I'll do on printers. Like, I'll change the tubing out to our tubing because our tubing is better. It'll clean the prints up a little bit. It's better tubing, but like, I'm not changing entire hot end setups out of the gate. Like, I might throw a different nozzle and I might throw a different heat break, but like, you know, or doing a little duct upgrade, but like replacing core machine components. Like, I don't do it unless there's a problem at this point. You know what I mean?
That's why when I built the Trident, I picked out parts that I wanted to upgrade on it. Like, I knew from experience on working on like some of the other printers.
Found my spot.
Yeah.
It's got its own
I wanted
hot tub.
to upgrade a few things and add a few things. Like the door, I wanted, because I don't like the double door. I wanted.
I'm not talking about the kit printers. I think like the Mercury ones. Like, yes, it's a lot of work. It's not cheap, but it takes a printer that was just meh and makes it really fucking good. I'm talking about like, you're taking a printer that's already pretty damn good, like the K1, and replacing core components on it. Like, we're moving away from the days when the printers were just kind of crappy and you bought it to build off of, and that's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like taking these printers that are actually pretty fucking good out of the box and replacing core components just because like there's a project out there that replaces it. I get it. If you want to tinker, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the average person that's like, you know what I mean?
Like buying a bamboo printer and then getting the kit that Big Tree Tech is working on to replace all the electronics, so it runs quicker instead of.
Well, okay, I might bite on something like that because it does run okay.
You're not gonna buy a full printer just for that.
No, I mean stuff like that to replace electronics. I hate the electronics in the bamboo. Yes, it does print, but I would like to be able to tune it a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, my X1 runs okay. It's fine. It's reliable. It's like in the same category of like a Prusa. Like a Prusa, I'm not a Prusa fanboy, but like I'll give them this. Their printers, they're not the best, but they're reliable and they poop prints out. Like, they're not cheap, but they're reliable and they do their job. And there's like this printer I have here. If this was a regular Prusa MK3, this would have been a really, really easy printer to work on. Except whoever our customer bought this from put a Big Tree Tech board in here with a bunch of screwed up drivers, which I had to resolder before the stream. I just noticed that. I had to replace almost all the printed parts that the person he bought this from made because their parts were all under extruded and cracking. Like, that's the other thing too. Heads up, if you guys are buying used printers and they're modded to hell and they have tons of printed parts on them, check to make sure that whoever put the parts on there actually knew what the hell they were doing. Because, like, look at this. I'm showing Tor this. The guy didn't even crimp the cables correctly. He literally folded them over with pliers instead of using the proper crimp tool. This is the kind of
adorable
shit. I have to recrimp these. I've had to recrimp most of the connectors on this fucking printer. I've spent almost 10 hours on this machine and I'm only making $100 off of that. And I told him,
fuck that.
So here's the thing. Here's the
point.
Okay, hang on. I felt bad for the guy. He's really good. He's a really good customer of ours. He got hit by the hurricane pretty bad. And I was like, don't worry about it. Just cover whatever parts. I'm capping the labor. He didn't know how bad it was. So it's not like he was like, oh, it just needs the firmware done. I'm like, okay, and from the pictures, it looked okay. I got it here and started digging into it and everything was just all fucking cracked and under extruded. I'm like, and he's not in a hurry for it. No, well, you're talking about all these little cracks in the layer lines, and whoever printed the parts printed the fucking parts at a 0.1 layer height. Like 0.1 layer height looks nice, but it's not as strong as 0.2 or 0.3. Like, yeah. Anyways, again, people fucking with printers that really shouldn't need to be fucked with, and then doing the upgrades wrong. There's also a
difference between people fucking with them who have absolutely no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, whoever worked. See, this guy was smart enough to be like, hey, this is outside my wheelhouse. Can you guys fix it up? And it'll be a great printer. It'll print great when I'm done with it. Like, so it's not like I'm fixing it and he's putting, $200 to $300 into a piece of crap. Like, it'll be a good printer when I'm done with it, but like, holy shit, whoever assembled this before just didn't know what the hell they're doing. It's probably why they sold it. Is they upgraded it, and then did a shit job at doing the upgrades, and the printer ran like crap, and they just dumped it off on somebody else. So hopefully he got, I don't know what he paid for it, but hopefully he got it for cheap. If he got it for really cheap, then it's actually not a bad deal. But like, just think, like, seriously, like, I know this will hurt our sales, but think about and ask us. We'll be honest with you. Like, if you're like, if you can't tell me what the shortcomings of what you're trying to upgrade is, we're probably not going to tell you to buy something, because you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sell people shit they don't need. Oh, you finally got your gross looking burger. We should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
But anyways, like, yeah, like, there's just certain things, like, unless it's like, oh my God, this actually makes a big difference, I'm not doing it to the machine, you know, and I'm not going to tell my customers to do it to the machine. Now, if somebody comes to me and tells me, hey, I just want to upgrade this, cool, I'll do it. But like, if they're like, I'm not going to go and sell them every upgrade under the sun if they bring a machine here. Like, usually like, hey, your nozzle's a little screwed up, you should probably replace it, it's old, your tubing's worn out, whatever, like little maintenance stuff. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, you need a whole new hot end setup, you need a whole new extruder setup. Like, no.
Like,
because
most
it's
actually needed, it's not. Most hot ends these days print the same. You're most likely not going to upgrade them.
Honestly, like, I can't tell you how many micro Swisses we've installed, those NG kits. There's a reason we sell them. They are the fucking best way to take your Creality printer that they support from printing like junk to just awesome, because it replaces the hot end, it replaces the extruder, it gives you gearing, it lets you print flexibles. Like, that's one upgrade. If people are just tired of dealing with the Creality stock hot end setup and don't want to like upgrade the cooling by printing a custom duct and putting a custom fan on there and all stuff, those are great upgrades. Like, that's an upgrade. We sell them. I think they're really worth it. Like, honestly, if my Chiron here, when, you know, if I have a major issue with this hot end setup, I'm just going to throw a Microsoft NG on and call it a day. You know, like, they're great. And they work on the Ender 3 and CR10 versions. You can basically throw them on any printer that has a 2020 extrusion rail. Like, there might be some modification for the end stop position, but they can be slapped onto most any Cartesian printer, like an Ender 3 or that same form factor. And we've put them on tons of printers that are not supported. And usually we just have to relocate the X end stop, so it hits it based on where the factory end stop was. But other than that,
there's already a mod because everybody.
Because everybody else did it. Yeah, because that was the best. That was a great thing about the Ender 3s and CR10s, was because you could easily upgrade them from the crap setup they came with. You know, like, yeah. Bondtech, I'm kind of hit and miss on. Like, I'll use some of their parts. Like, they make a better fitting for the Prusa Minis. We just fixed 4 Prusa Minis for a school in Chicago, and we put their PTFE fittings on, and those were nice. But like,
I've had really good luck with their LGX and LGX Lite. I have both.
Yeah.
Those
but like their upgrade kits where they completely replace stuff, it seems like they're not as good as they used to be. Like, their Prusa hot end, I had that on our MK3S. I changed that out. I took the stock Prusa hot end off, the whole extruder hot end setup, and put theirs on there, and it printed great. But like, I think it seems like they're ones that they're coming out with the Creality stuff just aren't that nice. Oh, you have one of those? I bought one and ended up selling it because I just never. It was so big.
This is a E3D Hermes, and it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the Hermes? Is it a Hermes or Hemera? I had the Hemera.
I saw like the Hermes.
Okay, I don't know. So I forgot I know the Hermes came out. I don't know what the difference is. I had the Hemera, and I ended up not putting it on a printer
when it worked. It took a lot of fucking around to get it to work. It worked, and then because it takes a special stepper.
Yeah.
The stepper burned out.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I don't like stuff from proprietary. I like to be able to just grab an off the shelf stepper and swap stuff out. I don't like proprietary stuff in general with any product. So.
Well, and actually, where's the other one?
I'm having a great time with my Rapido.
Wow, this is an open source project that actually, I'm just looking at that gantry upgrade, which again, I probably wouldn't recommend doing unless you're having a problem. But the documentation actually looks pretty good for the assembly. They got heat sets in here. Like, the documentation seems pretty good. But again, I don't think the K1s have a bad motion system on them. I really don't. I have tons and tons of hours on ours. So I probably should go and clean my rods and stuff, but I'll be honest, I haven't done really shit for maintenance on my K series. I've just been running them.
I am not a fan of the Revo.
This is the no.
Yeah, do you want to talk about the Revo?
I saw the Revo and didn't even buy into that nonsense.
So Krista has one. Krista has one in her Ender 2 Pro, and it's been good. However, the problem is, which I'll let Tor talk about because he's actually had this issue.
I've had it. They've actually had to update Prusa Slicer to add a Revo mode because on some of the
I didn't know that.
Because of how it was doing the circles, it would actually start to back out the nozzle.
It would unscrew it.
It would unscrew its nozzle. Yeah. And this was back before they dropped the price on the nozzles. So it was.
That was my big thing. Was the nozzles were fucking expensive.
Like $40. Yeah. 15 or 20 or so. Like,
yeah, it's still high.
Bad, but it's still high.
But as soon as you said that, like everything clicked in my brain. I was like, I didn't even think about that, but that is definitely something that can happen.
It's just a cheap little spring that they have.
Yep, and it pushes on it
on the heater. So I don't really use that printer all too much anymore. I use printers with like actual known.
Yeah, it's a neat idea, but like the cost of the nozzles and then that I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's kind of funny it's not funny if you have to deal with it, but it is kind of funny that that's even a thing that is happening. So yeah, do you guys got anything else you want to talk about? Otherwise I got to run and grab some new drives for our DVR system here because these Seagates. Dude, I've never had drives that have all been put at the same time, like fail within months of each other. Like this is the first time I've ever had this happen. It's
because they know they're reaching the end of their warranty.
They've been long past their warranty. I think it was, and actually I think these drives I pulled out of enclosures. I shucked them. You ever shuck drives? And they're Barracuda computes. They were like supposed to be good drives, but like the information out there wasn't like completely clear on if they were SMR or CMR. And then I found out they were SMR, and I was like, okay, so I'm looking at it right now. They have 5 years and 291 days of power on time. So they've been on for 5 years, 291 days. And here's how you can tell they're in my server that doesn't get shut down and rebooted so often. So this is kind of funny because I can use these drives to gauge how many times the server's been restarted. Since I built it in 2020, actually, I think I had these drives in a previous server for a brief period, but they only have a start and stop count, like how many times they've been powered up and powered down of 35 times. They've only been turned on and off 35 times in almost 6 years. So, but yeah, I will not be buying SMR drives anymore. Yeah, because like I'm just trying to add a drive letter to the partition on here so I can run a test against that drive letter because I have them pulled and disk management's completely hanging. So I'm going to go bite the bullet and just buy like a 8 terabyte drive from Best Buy just to use until those 12s show up. And then I'll move that 8 terabyte over to my storage array, or I'll just leave it on there. The nice thing about drive pools, I can just mix and max drive sizes and it just pulls them all together. What are you sharing, Tor? Oh, there you go. But yeah, if I want to make it to Best Buy.
We have had loads of Revo nozzles unscrew themselves during prints.
Loads. That's not good. That's not good. I'm checking to see what time my Best Buy. Wait, it says opens at 10 a.m. Are they closed? Okay, so they're open till 9.
That's why I'm using I'm going back to V6 on everything.
Dude, the the ones we have. Oh yeah, or even like if you want a cheap hot end,
Rapidos, amazing hot.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys, have anything else you want to talk about? Emerson, I feel like the more and more we've talked about the rat rig, your hair has just been getting further and further back.
I think that's why I'm so sick. I want to blame the kids because strep's going around, but apparently I tested negative, so I don't.
You're just
feel like
getting old.
shit.
My hair is growing back though. Honestly though, I might just keep shaving it because I don't think I look terrible with it. I think I'd look weird without the facial hair, but my barber Brandon is probably my barber Brandon is probably like, no, grow your hair out so you can keep getting haircuts and paying me. I'm just like, but dude, I got a $20 set of wall clippers. Krista just shaves it in like 10 minutes and I'm done.
No, I head over the toilet, buzz it for like 10 minutes, going everywhere.
Why over the toilet? Why don't you just do it over your tub? Then you can just scoop it all up or vacuum it out.
Because I just flush it.
Yeah, but you're not going to get it all in the toilet. It's going to go everywhere.
No, I get it all in the toilet.
He's a simple dude.
I've been doing it since I was like 16. I have plenty of
years. He's a fucking animal.
Well, okay. What's for dinner? I'm not ordering out because Krista made bria tacos for dinner. So, Tor's got. Oh, what is that? The weird black hamburger?
Wednesday burger from Adam's family.
Okay. Didn't you say it turns certain things a different color when?
Does it make your mookie
shortly
purple?
After?
I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. I know they're it was like the Shamrock Shakes or something would change your
excrement. You can just say shit. We swear on here. Whatever. I'm sure we've lost most of.
Oh, it's like eating Superman ice cream.
Yeah.
What? Is that a thing?
Oh my god, yeah. It turns your shit bright green.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I learned. Krista has this like ocean water drink mix that she puts in her drinks, and it turns her whole mouth blue. And I was like, are you screwing around with a Smurf behind my back or something? She's like, what?
Have you never met your father-in-law?
No, I haven't.
And he's at your house?
Yeah, that's who was in the unmarked squad car. I'm just like,
Dingleberry.
He lives in a different state. So,
and he's at your house.
Yeah. All right. I will see you guys later. It was fun hanging out. Hopefully there wasn't too much swearing in the stream. We did have a lot of stuff to bitch about and warn you guys about. So I hope you guys enjoy these streams. Leave a comment. If you guys are watching this, I do read them. I literally every day I check tickets and then I check YouTube comments. So I do read them. So
while he's pooping, you read your comments.
I know. I do have YouTube Studio on my phone, but typically I'm at my computer because usually I'll have to grab product links and stuff or help desk articles or so. But all right, everybody, thank you guys for stopping by. As always, happy printing, and remember, don't buy into scams like the Loop or whatever the fuck they're calling it.